Hello. Morning. Or I should say afternoon, everybody. Yeah, it's starting now. To answer your question. And to answer another question, it's gonna be me. It's me, Iggy. Afternoon. Yeah, morning or afternoon. Or evening for everybody. Yeah, hello. My alarm. Glad to see everybody's doing well here. So yeah, I guess I could get started. Yeah, so today we'll be drawing our very own fantasy creature. And I decided I wanted to do a dragon. And then I did a little poll to ask everybody what they wanted to combine the dragon with. And what one was the fairy. But before we continue into the stream, in case you didn't know, our art community is filled with tons of art nerds, and we art nerds have to stick together. And if you're an art nerd too, be sure to check out the links in our social media in the description below, and check out our website for our class offerings where you could get critique, guidance, and encouragement from our instructors, because we're not just a YouTube channel, we're an art school too. If you'd like to support us so we can keep making free content, consider supporting us by becoming a YouTube member for exclusive channel perks like emotes, sub badges, and consider supporting us on Patreon as well for as little as $2 per month, where you could get tons of access to perks like my working files, critique sessions, class recordings, and a huge discount on our classes that have a limited amount of spots. So be sure to check those out before they're gone. So yeah. Alright, with that stuff out of the way, we get started. Yeah, the art nerd dance. How's my day? It's very nice. Been nice so far. Nice and snowy, cozy. So, thank you for asking. Gonna write down what we're doing today. Fairy plus dragon. Yeah, I'm really surprised that Fairy won, actually. I was really expecting Centaur to win. Just because, I don't know. Never know what the people, what the masses would want. So, and let me grab my notes here. So again, whenever we're designing something by combining two things, it's best to have a proportion or like a rule guideline sort of thing to set yourself to. Yeah, it does. Dragon Fairy. 70-30 rule. Yeah, 70-30 rule is back. I sort of talked about this in the mech stream, so I'm gonna use it again for this one. So the 70-30 rule, it's the best balance, ironically, because it's now balanced. So it's leaning more towards one thing more than the other. So it could be 70% more dragon and 30% elf, or elf, I should say fairy, sorry, or vice versa. So what does that mean? What I mean by that is if it were 70% dragon, it'd be mostly like the proportion of a dragon, but with fairy elements like this. So let me draw a quick dragon. And like I always like to say, start off simple. I'm just gonna draw like a really simple dragon for now. Simple shapes. Spiral. Yeah, a centaur dragon. Actually, before we continue, I was wondering this last night. So if we came up with a centaur dragon, right? Let me draw it real quick. So we got our centaur dragon. Would its wings be on here? Or would you think that the wings are like... Hold up, let me erase this. Or would you think the wings would be on the horse part of the body? What do you guys think? What would it be? Or humanoid dragon with a dragon body? Yeah. The wings could be on both? Oh, that sounds cool actually. Yeah. So it has like 4 pairs of, or 2 pairs of wings, I should say. Right on the back. Oh, but which back? Is it on the the humanoid back or the horse back? Hmm. And you got the tail. But anyway, just a little thought. And I want to see what everybody thought. Part of the body. Please do both. No, sadly, I don't think I'll be doing both because I was looking through the comments of the poll and somebody thought of like a really interesting topic, which is doing an iridescent or a holographic effect. And I really want to do that on stream today. So yeah, I'll not be spending too much time on sketching and be spending more time coloring today. Because I don't know, I never have the time to color in these streams. And I feel like we're really missing out on a lot. If we only focus on just sketching, which I do a lot. So this aside, be on both. It's true. Yeah, that's really valid. Like the weight support should be on both. The Phaedron. That sounds kind of cool. Yeah, because another word for fairy, right, is like fae. That'd be cool. But anyway, so back to the 70-30 rule. Kinda gotta steer myself back here. So number 1 would be the dragon is mostly the base, right? So 70% dragon, the proportions. And then the 30% would be from a fairy. So when I think of fairy, I think of flowers, and I think of like these sort of wings, like the glowy wings. So when we color them, I'm gonna do like an iridescent holographic texture. And fairies are really connected to nature. So maybe I'll do like sort of like leaf patterns growing out of its limbs here to make it sort of look like cloth. I feel like that's a cool idea. And remember to always start off simple, like I did. So you saw that I started off with really simple shapes. And right now I'm adding really interesting shapes that relate to, the theme. Because it's really easy to over-design character. And it's important to always keep track of the silhouette. There. And then the tail. Maybe the tail is always fun. I'll add maybe something like a flower. And maybe there's like flowers popping out here. My idea. And I really like this idea actually. So maybe I'll do it for the head as well. There's like 3 prongs here. Yeah, right now it's really rough because I want to do another version of this design later on. Then maybe some flowers. Maybe actually we could do the branches as the horns, maybe something like that. Beep. Yeah, mushrooms. That's true, I could add mushrooms as well. But maybe I'll stick with like the floral theme for this one. Doop, doop. Yeah, branches for the wings, possibly. Yeah, I'll make it all more natural. And I noticed for fairies, they have like butterfly-like wings, so maybe I'll add like little curves like that. And then for now, this is like our placeholder. We're still trying to decide what kind of direction we're going with here. So maybe I'll add another thing here. So this is what I picture. But then now, I'm gonna try a 70% fairy and then 30% dragon. So let me try that. So fairy is mostly a humanoid. So I'll start off with the head, as usual. And then the body. I divided into 3 here. So I got the chest, the waist, and then this one, the pelvis, and then got the legs. And so you can see that I'm really doing like a really simple design. I'm giving it enough information that I could tell, the anatomy and stuff, but not spending too much detail, not getting too attached to anything. We got that. Yeah. Finishing off homework. Yeah, it's almost holiday break, winter break. Very nice. And there. I'm gonna give more form to the face. And what I picture in like a dragon-like fairy. Deep, deep. Maybe they have like dragon horns popping out their head here. Deep, deep. They have like growths growing out their face, like scales. And I wonder if this would look good actually. So they got the fairy ears right there. Then they got hair. Maybe it's like this would be their hair right here. Or maybe their hair is going down actually. Then their fairy wings. Let's see. Yeah, I'm wondering. So far, what would you guys prefer? Like a real dragon that has fairy elements? Or a fairy that has dragon elements right here? I'll do like a little poll afterwards. Once I finish this fairy design. Doop, doop. Yeah, maybe I'll get rid of the cheek spikes here. Maybe I'll just turn it into like a big scale right here. Move the head a little bit. Dragon with fairy elements, yeah. Yeah, I wanna see this idea through though before we start voting. And generally that's what you guys should do too. Try every idea that pops into your head. Because you don't know. You don't know if it'll be good. You don't know if it'll be lame. You gotta see for yourself. And I usually like to have at least 2 designs. Because having 2 designs mean you have something to compare and contrast to. And if you have something to compare to, you know which one's better. So I'm still keeping with the floral design here. If you're an elf. There. Maybe they're wearing like sandals. still keep with like this this really floral pattern. Maybe I'll make it asymmetrical here. Just because asymmetry is really nice. Then the tail. Beep. And got the wings here. Doop, doop, and doop. So yeah, I think this is enough information, actually, for us to see where we're gonna go with our drawings. So I guess it's voting time. So let me grab the YouTube poll. Let me make it real quick. And fairy or dragon. And then there we go. The poll is up if you guys want to see. And I'm gonna leave it up for a few minutes so you guys could vote, see what you want to do. You're late? Nah, don't worry about being late. Yeah, you're always right on time. And you can always just rewind anyway. Yeah, fairy with dragon. Yeah, I'm always curious to see. Yeah, so cast your votes. Go into chat. Cast your votes. And either way, we're still gonna be doing the holographic texture. That's what I'm really excited for. So yeah, doing that. Maybe I'll give it like a few more seconds. Like 30 more seconds or something. Yeah, I'm really surprised that you guys really like the dragon design. Yeah, because I really like it too. Yeah, ditto what Daria said. This is gonna be the last stream of the year. Yeah. But don't worry, we'll be back. Just a little holiday break. Love dragons. Yeah, that's great. Oh gosh, my voice. Let me clear my voice. There you go, I'm back. Okay, so I'm gonna end the poll right there. 2 minutes is enough. And yeah, the dragon won. Wow, wait. Yeah, I hope you guys have a nice break too. Okay, so let me shrink this down. Dit, dit. And let me label this actually. So 70% fairy, 30% dragon. And this one is 70% dragon. And 30% fairy. Nope, spelled fairy. So now you get started. Finally, on the real deal. And get this as a copy. And oh, what? Deleted it here. Yeah, it's really nice when people say they're drawing alongside the stream. Yeah, it's always nice to have company while you draw and stream. And let me see my notes if I'm missing some. Okay. So I'm gonna teach you guys how to draw an iridescent or a holographic texture. As one of you guys so graciously asked. So holographic. Texture. So the first thing that I want to mention when you're doing a holographic texture is that they're very high contrast. High contrast. So what that means is that the shadows are dark, are very dark, I should say. Oh, Drac, wow. Yeah, I graduated college, I still can't spell dark. And lights, very bright. So I think for this example, for this little demo, I'm gonna do it on a pleated skirt, just because I really like the texture here. So I'm gonna do it real quick. Is that deep? Deep? Yeah, I'm just gonna do like a rectangle actually. That there. And like I mentioned, shadows are very dark. So I'm gonna go like down here. Well, maybe that, not that dark. Maybe this dark. Deep, deep, deep. There. So that's the shadow. Now I'm gonna add the highlight right here. As bright as it can be. So whenever I do highlights, I do it on the edges. Because while I'm shading, it's important to remember that you're also describing the shape of the object you're shading. So, yeah. And so we got that pattern. And then afterwards, where are my notes? Is that? And we're gonna talk about something called the triadic color scheme. So basically, we grab 3 colors from the color wheel and we form a triangle with it. So we got purple, and then blue, and then green right here. So that could form like a triangle. So from here to here, and then here. So those are like the 3 colors I want to use. So between these two, I'm gonna start off I'm gonna show how I would use it. Right here. There. There. So maybe you've seen this effect before actually. So we have the highlight of the object, and then the normal color. So I'm gonna go between the two, and I'm gonna go to the original color of the object, and then make it more saturated, like this. Move it a little bit. I'm gonna draw like a line between the two. And the reason why I picked purple is because the white I used is kind of close to purple. I'm gonna do that, the highlight, then maybe I'm gonna add like another highlight right here. So this is like the fold of another fold coming off of the skirt. You were looking forward to the stream? Glad to hear it. Then welcome. Right here. And since we used purple already, I'm gonna use blue as the highlight right here. Dip. Maybe a little bit there. Yeah, iridescent colors I think are one of the hardest to do. Just because of how random and spontaneous it is. There. And then right next to it, I'm gonna put like a green right here. And I'm trying to keep it simple as well, not too complicated. And then in the shadow right here, I'm gonna add like a really bright blue right there. So at the moment, it kind of looks like I'm putting random colors, but I'll show you like a trick to check how if you're doing it right. So if you turn it black and white, right, you can see that there's like a blue in the middle here, and in the shadow, I mean. But if you turn it black and white, it's barely noticeable. So you could only see the highlights, but then the colors, like they're still like blending all the same, you know. That's how you know you're doing it right. And then here, yeah, holographic. Let's see. And then I'm gonna blend it together. And all together, just like the fun part. Because remember, when you're doing hard edges, it means that there's a hard divide between the two. And this is why I wanted to use a skirt. Because on this side, it's gonna be a hard line. On the other side, I mean. But then on this side, it's gonna be like a soft transition. So like that. And I'm still remembering, there's very high contrast. It's almost like metal. It's an important feature of the holographic texture. And now I'm gonna blend this blue and green right here. And the reason why it's a straight line like this is because it's following the shape of the skirt. Just like the light and the shadow, it's gonna be following the shape. There. And do. Yeah, it's already starting to look more holographic. Right here. I'm gonna blend it together. And then, you could use some layers. Like, I really like using glow dodge right here. So I'm gonna add some blue and green. Maybe it's a bit too bright. There. And then some purple. So yeah, this is like the type of texture we'll be using. This is like a quick demo of what's to come. And look, if we turn it black and white, this is the interesting thing. If we turn it into black and white, you can't tell that there's so many different colors, but the light is still there, the highlights. Do I use Procreate? No, I use Clip Studio, but Procreate is perfectly fine. Like, all the techniques I'm teaching, you could probably do it on like any other coloring software. So yeah, let me grab this stuff and we could finally get started on coloring the dragon. Oh. Where did I put my stuff? I drew it on the wrong layer. Could move this aside. Right there. I'll just put it on the side. Yeah, drawing with Procreate right now. Yeah, very nice. Also free. There. I'll just put it on the side here. It's important to keep your canvas nice and tidy. Doop. And I think I'm gonna keep the pose of this dragon very simple. Oh my god. And I like to start off as usual with simple shapes. But, let's see. So we got like our egg head here, and then the snout. You found a stick outside? I wish I could do that too, but everything's kind of covered in snow at the moment. Oh yeah, you got the cool Y-shaped slingshot. I'm gonna get a rubber band. Wish you had snow. Yeah, I definitely think snow is nicer than dry. Nice and cool season. And I definitely prefer snow over warm days any day. Snow is really calming. Everything covered in like a white sheet of snow. Clean slate. It's very nice. Okay. Also, it's easier to manage, honestly. Compared to like, I really hate mowing the lawn. Because when you mow the lawn, you gotta like mow this huge area. But then if you're shoveling snow, you only have to shovel the walkway. You just leave your lawn covered in snow. Huge piles. Way easier. I'm glad to hear you're okay then. Thanks for letting us know. Oh no. Yeah, I still remember the first time I experienced snow. It's really nice. I didn't expect it to be like a slurpy texture, you know? I don't know why, but I always thought it'd be more powdered. But, you know, sometimes there is powdered snow. And a little bit here. And then the tail. Really, it's been a while since I've drawn a dragon. What's my favorite thing about snow? I really like the sound it makes when you like walk around it, you know, that crunching noise. Very nice. Very ASMR-ish. And the fact that you could make anything with it, you know. Yeah, nice crunchy sound. Also, it's nice to touch and like roll around. Yeah, making snowmen. Yeah, it's really... Yeah, it seems like magic. Honestly. Ooh, story time? Just... Just don't eat any snow in general. Don't eat snow, please. Unless you made it yourself, then feel free. But snow from the sky. Big no-no. There. At Chul. We go to Chul. Yellow snow cones. Should be fine. Yeah, they seem scary, yeah. Standing under them. Standing under spikes. Okay, there was ice. Then what happened with said ice? And the horns. What time is it actually? Okay. In good time. And it slippery. Just break the icicle. Yeah, I don't know about eating icicles. That reminds me of a really funny meme I saw. So, basically, the water cycle, right? So you got here. In the beginning, there's like a picture of like a guy peeing in like a puddle. And then, the water cycle. Like, it evaporates, it goes into the air. And then the last picture is somebody like eating snow like this. So yeah, you don't know where that water came from, please. Please do not eat rainwater. Then when it rains, you don't know where it came from. You don't know where that water came from. Yeah, I don't know if clouds have a filter system. So yeah. Yeah, I do wonder though, I'm genuinely curious now if like the process of the water cycle somehow like cleanses the water somehow. But I highly doubt it. It's still like yucky. I don't know, icicles are way yuckier too because let's say it's on the roof, right? So what if there's like leaves and gunk and then like the water drips and then now it's icicle. So now it's roof water. It's kind of yucky. Acid rain. Oh no. Yeah, I still remember back when I was younger hearing about acid rain for the first time. I really thought that was a huge thing that I was gonna have to encounter in life. Just like how you hear about quicksand and you think like you gotta watch out for it. It was the same thing for acid rain. Here's a nice drawing. Acid rain. Doop doop. Yeah, those are like my two biggest problems back in the day. Like what would I do if I ended up in this situation? I couldn't say for sure, but I think you're gonna have to do your own research for that, for acid rain, but I just know that it rains bad liquids, I guess. I don't know the details, TBH, but yeah. And I want this to be like a really calm looking dragon, actually. Then I'm kind of struggling with the snout here. So I'll add like a little mouth, maybe. Just as like a reference. Then I'll add the... Maybe I'll keep the eyes open, actually. Race. Thinner snout? We'll see. Hold up. There. Digital magic. Thinner snout. Yeah, that does look nice. Thanks for the suggestion. What creatures am I mixing? I'm mixing a fairy and a dragon. Digital magic. Yes. The liquefy tool. Love the liquefy tool. Maybe it looks a little bit too sad. Maybe I'll... That... Okay, this one looks way better. There. Yeah, the leaf tail tip. Yeah, I was really thinking of like a bushy tail, because tails are always a nice part of the dragon, you know, can really shine. Then let's see. Yeah, you could also share it on our Discord if you'd like to. We have a Discord. You can share your art. But yeah, Insta is fine as well. Yeah, because I have this idea in my head where sort of wearing like a crown. I want like a fur like this. Actually, it looks kind of whack now that I look at it from afar here. I don't like the proportions, so maybe touch it up a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna add all the details I want to add, maybe. Maybe that'll make it look less proportionate, or more proportionate, I mean. Deer tail, but long. Aren't deer tails just this? Like a little like poof? And then deer butt? They don't have much of a tail, right? Oh, this guy's really hungry. He wants to eat my drawing, man. Go eat a sandwich or something. Deer butt. And then, where is it? Let me erase that. And I really want this like little, I don't know what it'd be, like flaps, I guess, that are growing out. They're sort of like leaves, maybe, or like a flower pattern. And, pop frog meat? Here I'm gonna add the little leaves. Yeah, I want this to be like really flowery, like a flower bush. I just keep popping up. I keep erasing it, but it keeps coming back. There. Yeah, so when, like I said, when you're designing, try not to get too attached to stuff, because you will want to erase, want to bring back. Incorporate feathers. That's a good suggestion, but I don't know. Feathers would be I don't know. I don't associate feathers with fairies. I associate flowers with fairies for sure. Oh. Hmm. But one thing's for sure, we will get to coloring. Doop, doop. We will get to drawing this iridescent texture. And maybe I'll keep it simple. Like right here, keep it simple like that. And then there, see-through wings, yeah. Sort of like a, what's it called? The dragonfly? Or I think a dragonfly would be the closest comparison actually. It'll be all glowy. I need to add detail to arm actually. And then the flower tail. Maybe I'll add it there. Then a giant bush of flowers. Right here. Yeah, basically making another version of the dragon we first made, but more detailed, more information for us to work with. Looks amazing, thank you. Talking elements, would this be nature? Yeah, I'd say it'd be nature because I think in lore, fairies are usually found in flowers and stuff, you know, like hanging around in the forest. That's what I think of when I think of fairies, at the very least. That's why it's more nature-based, as you can see here. Yeah, let me try something here. I'm gonna add like another layer, like the leaves here. There. Is it tiny? No, I don't think this one would be tiny. This would be like, maybe if I had a person, like yay big. So, maybe I'll leave this guy here. There we go. Yeah, I don't know how much detail I'm gonna add to the claws, but maybe I'll just like add tiny claws. Like that for now. And then there. I'm gonna clean my sketch up a little bit. Just so we have enough information. Maybe I'll erase this. Oh, Dawn? Thank you. Yeah, I'm kind of cool. But so is everybody in chat. For being here with me, drawing. And then right there. And so far I really like the silhouette actually. Then add like little parts here. Or I wonder if I added the bush. So it'd be like one of those skirts that are like poofy and then they have like flowers under them. I feel like that'd be nice, but let's see. Maybe I'll make the hair poofy and bushy right here. So I think this should be enough actually. Enough detail, so I'm gonna move this aside. Move the notes aside and finally start on the final color. right here. Let's see. Wow, without any legs. It's pretty funny. So your OC is like a me character, sorta. Like when they're in Wii Sports or something, they're just like floating around. Yeah, improvise, adapt. Yeah, so I'm gonna start off with like a silver base. Got the face here. Dit. And here. There. Glowing aspects for sure. That's why I really want to get to coloring soon. That I could teach like really simple ways to make it like stand out. So for traditional people, you know, people who draw on pen and paper, and actually this applies for digital as well. An easy way to make something seem brighter is to make everything around it darker. I think this is especially important for traditional because it's harder to make things brighter, I think. Unless you have like a marker and like you use a highlight, you know, maybe it'll be a little bit easier, but most of the time with colored pencils, you can only go darker. So yeah. Are there going to be greens? Of course. There is going to be greens in this drawing. Spoilers. But there are greens. Deep, deep. Yeah, I hate to break it to you, but there are greens. Deep. There. I'm gonna try to really make my sketch light. Then I'll see. Deep. And maybe I'll make it darker blue. Right here. And right here. So fun to do in neon color. Yeah, greens are good. Yeah, green is not a creative color. And let's see. Trying to think of another nice color for. Maybe I'll use pinks for like the other color. Or actually, I have an idea. Let's see. Grab this and then make it like a gradient. Yeah, gradients are so good. Let's see. Are the wings going to be... yeah, I'm definitely gonna make the wings holographic, and I'm also gonna make this part holographic. Where is it? This one. Where is it? This part. This is gonna be holographic. It's gonna be nice. And maybe the chest. I don't know. We could make everything holographic. Easy peasy. No skin tones. Yeah, back in the day, I would use orange and then mix a little bit of white. That's how I used my crayons. Deep, deep, to make skin color. And here's another thing actually. So the best way to use like any art tip I see this often, actually, even in some of my students, is that, they get a new art tip and then they completely ignore everything they've learned before. I feel like the best way to use a tip is to include it with your own, implement it with with the own stuff, your own understanding of art, and then just add it on, Don't completely copy the tip. Because I remember when I was still learning art, digital art, somebody told me like, "Oh, using the soft brush is really bad. Never use it." But then I really loved using it, and then I stopped because I thought it was bad. But then, eventually I went back to it because it was useful to my art. So sometimes things are bad, but it's up to you how you use it. Like it's a balance between the two. Applying tips and seeing how they would work with your own art style. Doop doop. Lower. Let's see. Oh, lore or background on this OC. I think it's gonna be simple. This is like a fairy king. So, you're gonna think it's gonna be a person, but actually, it's just a dragon. King of all. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, use tips additively. And let's see. Gonna go right here. Dip. And with a little bit of purple. Purple cut off. And what time is it? Okay. Still have time. Oh, burnt dragon. Yeah. Let's see. Trying to see where I would go next on this drawing. Because there's kind of a lot of elements that I've put here. That I've put forth. And this is it, guys. Spoilers. There's green. There's green in this drawing. Okay, let's see. Oh, nope. And forgot to close it off. I don't know about the screen actually. Let me see. Yeah, maybe I'll just give it the afro. Yeah, this is a bush. Suppose. Leave it on for now. Well, I don't know. Kind of looks like the Joker, and I don't like that. I don't like it. I'll save it for later. I'll add more detail before I go back to it. I can't unsee it. It's the Joker. I'm the Joker, baby. Where is it? Hi, welcome. Just in time. We're just coloring the dragon now, or fairy dragon. Or actually, let's see. Is this the tail? Yes, it is. Doop. Doot. Doot. There. Doot, doot. I'm gonna add the tail back. Yeah, maybe I'll add the bush idea onto the tail, but I think I'm gonna fix the hair, like the bush hair idea I had. There, 6. It's a fairy dragon. Yeah, sorry, I just checked. But we're making a fairy dragon. It's very themed. And we're gonna be designing like a holographic texture on it. Be sure to wait on that. So I'm gonna add like a little bit of leafy textures here. So I'm gonna turn off my sketch for a little bit so that I could clearly see where we're going with this. And then I'm gonna add some highlights onto the... Oh, it's a little bit too dark. So right there. Yeah, and you could see that I'm just using little spots to indicate the highlights of the leaves. Nothing too complicated, right? So right there. Sometimes, you know, less is more. There. And then I'm gonna add... Where is it? Maybe I'll add like roses and stuff. So let me see. There. So I want to start off dark right here. So add some flowers. Doot, doot. Then I'm gonna add the highlights now. Yeah, I'm not gonna add too much detail to the roses just because it's not really the highlight of our character here. It's just another point of interest. And here's another important tip actually, now that I mentioned point of interest. It's really easy to over-design a character, so always have resting areas. So I think my resting area here is the body. It's not going to be too busy, because it's just going to be the really nice iridescent holographic textures. But then this tail, it's going to be really busy with all the roses and stuff. Right here. There. Yeah, roses. Yeah, hello. Welcome. And then... Let's see here. Actually, this one. And grab you. Grab this color. That color. And where is it? I'm gonna add purple on like that. Like a little distinguisher. And then I'm gonna add use right there. Nice. You and you. Excuse me. There, perfect. So we got our little... I think our tail is more or less done. Actually, I want to add little purple tips on the one here. Does the fairy dragon have powers? Yes. Faster rendering? There's no other way around it. Just practice. Because when you practice, you get to find out your workflow, and that's how you You know, that's how you find out what you like about your artwork, what your strengths are. But yeah. Yeah, I teach that a lot in my class actually. I like to say, you know, when you're drawing, when you're practicing, try to keep in mind what you're good at and what you're missing. Because that's how you draw faster, you know? Just in general. If you know what you're doing, it's gonna be faster. Simple as that. And then maybe I'm gonna make dark purple. Yeah, exactly. Use all the tools you have as well, like Daria mentioned. Use everything at your disposal. And the legs right here. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the legs real simple here. And then there. Oh, wrong thing. I didn't close it off. Right there. Actually, I should have done this one. Let me copy paste it. This should be over it. There. And below, maybe I'll draw this. The other leg, right there. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I kind of like this one actually. The stubby legs, sort of like Arceus has. So maybe I'll keep it like this. Oh, what did you miss? Well, didn't miss too much. I'm just talked about how I would combine two characters, you know, like a dragon and a fairy. Or I should say like designs, I guess. Two designs, more accurate. And we talked a little bit about how to do a holographic texture, but I'm about to do it on a dragon here in a little bit. And then finally the texture on the wings. Let's see. There. And right there. Oh, green. Yeah, a bouquet. That's what I was going for, right? And I was thinking of doing hair somehow, but I don't like this one. It reminds me too much of the Joker. So I'm trying to think of a different way. Maybe it's just normal hair? I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'll just do normal hair with flowers. Just because I despise it. Vines on the head. We'll see. Maybe hair is more like vines on a bush. Flower petals. Yeah, these are really good ideas. Little wooden horns. I don't know about adding brown to our mostly cool colored dragon. But we'll see. I'll try that. Well, actually, it doesn't necessarily have to be brown. Maybe could be like this sort of brown, like reddish. Let's see. Okay, we have a few more minutes left actually. Hair. Yeah. I don't know. I really want to add hair because you know what they say about hair? It's the crowning glory. So right there. It makes it look more mystical this way. And the head. And just a little bit of detail on the... How did I sketch it? Let's see. Erase that. There. 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 And then the eye. And there, stop. There we go, perfect. And then I wonder what color. Maybe I'll make it green. And then add a little bit of a highlight. Let's see. Right here. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. I'll just do it the old-fashioned way, I guess. One layer. Right there. 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 A vine crown. Ooh. I think that's really cool, but I don't think I have enough time to figure out how to do it. Maybe some other time. Maybe in the next few streams, we'll do a vine crown. But I don't know about right now, though. I'll add a little bit of... what's it called? Definition. Onto our thing here. Yeah, if I had more time, I would line art everything, but I don't think we have enough time to line art. I usually like to do it afterwards, when I have all the colors down. Yeah, it looks kind of ghostly, which I like. Oh, I'm he, him. I'm a big boy. So yeah, thank you for asking. Boy. And maybe, let's see here. I want to add roses to the hair as well. Yes, I am a boy. Starting from now, I will speak with my deep voice. Hehe. Maybe not. And then let me add. Wait, is this the hair? Yeah, okay. I'm trying to see if it would look good with the roses and stuff. Little bits. Little bits and... Yes, I am a big boy. Big art man. Doot doot doot. And right there. And doot doot. How long is left on stream? Good question. I think we have 15 minutes actually. So I better make this quick because I really want to make the holographic stuff. I don't know about the roses in the hair, actually. It looks a bit too distracting. But maybe I'll add something else in place. Maybe to call back their Joker hair, we'll add green highlights? I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I like it actually. I'll keep the keep the highlights green, like this. Then, and where is it? Here. Add some dividing lines on here. This is the fun part. I think the moment you've all been waiting for. Yeah, spoilers. I'll also be using green for this one. Doop, doop. And for the wings, yeah, let's go! Yeah! Whoa! And there. Yeah, only 15 minutes left. And this is the last stream of the year, you guys. Next stream is gonna be next year. So yeah, it's nice that you're all here, hanging out. Very nice. And there. So, trying to figure out how I would do this one. Trying to see. Because the important part to making a holographic texture is that you still stay true to the shadows. So, the shadows and highlights. Because it's really easy to distract from the original values. Maybe I'll add like this as the shadow. Or maybe a little bit too dark for a shadow. So this will be like the shadow of the wings. There. Beep. Beep. Word, 2022 has gone by so fast. It's all gone now. It's 2023 now. Beep. Where did the time go? And you can see here I'm adding blues in the middle of the purple shadows. And the neat thing about it, the way you know you're doing it right is, let's see, color. Yeah, if you turn it black and white, you know, the shadows you could see here. Shadows are this dark gray. But then if you put it back to color, you could see that there's two colors in it. There's blue and there's purple. So that's what I meant by staying true to the values. So even though we're using multiple colors, should still stay the same. Like the values. And the highlights. Lockdown's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. Right. And then highlights right here. Yeah, I think I'll be quick on this one. And then, so we got nice blues set up. Now I'm gonna go to purple. Or maybe green, actually. And I'll add it on the edge right here. Just as a nice border around things. And then I think I'll do the same for here, actually. It's purple. Boom. And add like this really saturated purple on the side there. Yeah, pretty wings. And you can see everything as a whole. I think I might fix the legs, actually. I don't like the stubby legs on second thought. You know, if you check it in black and white again, look, you can clearly see that the colors are blending well together right here, like the highlights. If you turn it black and white, you can't tell that there's blue and green. That's how you know you did it right. And then if you turn it back, ooh, there's like nice greens present the whole time. Maybe I'll use a blue. Yeah, I'm gonna brighten it up a little bit. What's on its tail? It's flowers. It's a little bouquet growing out. Yeah, I wish I could spend more time actually, but gotta speed run. I don't want to keep everybody here waiting too long. Oh, wait a minute. Gotta duplicate you. And then do that. Okay, perfect. So now I'm gonna blend. Wait, so is it just stuck there? Yeah, it's kind of growing out of its tail. Sort of deal. At least that was my concept for it. I'm gonna add this. Because I don't want it to be just like formless shadows. I want them to have hard shapes, hard edges on the bright lights right here. Does the flower keep growing? Good question. I didn't think that far. But maybe it'll keep growing. Yeah, it'll keep growing until it's got a big bushy tail. Got that. And then I said I wanted to fix the tail because I don't like the stubby tail. Or not the tail, the feet. So let me edit that. Is this it? Yes. Let me touch it up. There. How did I draw the feet again? Let's see. My sketch. Just tiny claws, I guess. Yeah, I'll add that. I don't know. I'm like zooming out to see if it would look good to begin with. And I don't think it does. Maybe I'll keep it Arceus stubs, you know, just little sharp points. Maybe I'll just lean into it. There's it. Delete you. Yeah, so I'll just add like one claw like that. I think it seems kind of cool. So now it looks like it balances on it. But the stuff's cute. Dragon Billy? Yeah, sure. We'll name him Billy. I quite like the name. The Fairy King, Billy. And what else am I missing? I think I'm gonna add more ornaments onto the wings here. Billy the all hail. Yeah, Billy. Woohoo! And then there. I said I wanted to make it holographic right here. So I will. Okay, maybe not on this layer per se, but add it again. Just gonna add like a holographic thing to everything. Shiny, shiny Billy. Blue. So I'm just adding some blue highlights on top of everything. And then shiny green. To add to like that holographic effect. Yeah, Billy, the holographic fairy dragon. And there. And this. And I think I'm gonna add more shadows, actually. Let's see. Yeah, I think more shadows would really help. Multiply, or maybe not multiply, I'll just use darker shades. Like right here. Maybe I will use multiply. And there. Or, shadow there, there. King of anything? Fairy of something. Maybe the benevolent king, Billy. Yeah, it's nice. It's got a nice ring to it. Both B words, you know. Billy, benevolent. And right there. Maybe I'll add like highlights onto the horns actually. And let's see here. I think I'm gonna add some highlights, clean up the drawing a little bit, and then I'm gonna wrap up. Because what time is it? It's almost done. There. And then it should limit. Yeah, perfect. Can make them look shiny. There. There. Yeah, honestly, I would have taken more time usually to make more mindful, bright lights, but to make it look more holographic. But I think this is fine. And then my favorite part to every drawing is merge it all to one layer and then work on it. You must draw Billy's crown, of course. I will draw Billy's crown afterwards. Yeah, I like to merge it because I don't like leaving highlights as soft edges. I like to have a little bit of a hard edge to it. Because being soft, having it, the lighting be soft, makes it look less focused sometimes. So I'm gonna do that. Doot, doot. And fix the eyes a little bit. A shiny Pokemon. Does. Let's see. Yeah, I really think this would have benefited from a little bit of line art, but should be fine. A little bit of shadow. Doot, doot. And right, the crown. What kind of crown would Billy have? Maybe a flower crown. Wonder how they would wear the crown. So maybe something like this, actually. There. Billy, the benevolent king, rise. And then can add dark shadow. Doop. And rasterize. Make it a little bit shiny. An eggshell? Maybe a silver crown. I don't know, silver would blend too much, I think. It wouldn't stand out. Because crowns, that's kind of what they do. They stand out. And it's really nice because so far everything has been really, like, cool colored. Now this is just a warm colored crown. Okay, let me finish this up, actually. I'm gonna add like cool golden roses on it, maybe. There. Yeah, just pretend like these are roses. And then actually have an idea. Splotch. And then I draw. There we go. Perfect. And last but not least, I'm gonna add highlights on the thingy. There. There we go. I think I'm gonna call it a day on this one. Oh yeah, I got a stretch. Woo! We did it. We designed very own fairy dragon. But before we leave off, you know, I want to mention that it's been a great year with everybody. Lots of nice streams from everybody, and I'm glad to see everybody so active in chats, having fun. And I hope you guys had fun with the stream as well. So before I call it, you know, I want to remind everybody that not just the YouTube channel, we're still in art school. So be sure to check out, you know, our YouTube perks. So if you want to become a member, you know, we got cool emotes. And if you want to keep supporting us in other ways, you could become a patron so you could get this working file. And yeah, like Daria said, we're starting winter camp soon. Yeah, no Iggy, but I'll be back. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Just a little break. And I actually teach a handful of classes. So if you want to check that out, you can check out our website, our Wing Canvas website. And what else did I forget to mention? Other than that, I hope you guys have a good holiday. So yeah, trying to think. Yeah, I think that should be it. Happy holidays, everybody. Yeah, bye bye. See you around.